All right, so it's super important that I'm able to identify role models and understand what role I'm playing at a given moment, and to be able to switch that out. One of the most powerful lessons I ever had in college was I took an acting class, and in that acting class, we had to take on other roles to act them out. And so I had to be able to take on this role and kind of identify it, but still hold my personal identity intact, separate from that, right? And that taught me that I could put on an identity and take one off whenever I needed to. And there's a lot of benefit in that, because what that does is it shifts your perspective, right? And every time you shift your perspective, you see things from a different angle, and that gives you greater perspective, and it gives you greater understanding. You're able to see things from a different vantage point. You can think, whenever you're training a technique, not only from your perspective, but what other roles could be doing that technique. A big guy, a little guy, someone who's more aggressive or fast-paced, someone who's slow and patient. Why would they be, and how? Identifying those different types of things and moving towards them is going to help your growth. So playing these roles, you tell yourself, I'm bad at arm bars, or I'm bad at heel hooks, or I'm bad at knee bars, or rear naked chokes. What it is that you may tell yourself, that's a role you're playing and a story you're playing. So you want to figure out how to get out of that role and get into the role of saying, I'm good at rear naked chokes. That's all I'm going to go for. I'm going to be the guy who does rear naked chokes. And then as you play that role, you'll start to grow in that role, and you'll see things from that role's perspective. You identify what result you want to get, and then you pick that role model and you follow them. If you're rolling with someone and they catch you, you want to mimic the behavior that worked, right? Because there's all kinds of paths to take, and there's all kinds of places to be putting our attention. So you want to focus on the thing that's working, because there's thousands of ways to get it wrong, right? And only a few ways to get it right. And so if you keep your attention on the things that are working and that are moving the needle forward, and the things that you're experiencing working, keep your attention on those things, and that will help you move the needle forward faster. Say someone catches you in an armbar, you try to figure out how to stop them from getting you in the armbar, right? But rather, you want to put the attention on how was it they were able to catch that armbar. And oftentimes in that lesson will be the same lesson of how to prevent it, right? So keep the attention on the positive as you're shifting roles and whatnot will be helpful as well. So.